Gracefield College was a place every parent dreamed of sending their daughters. The school was known for discipline, excellence, and molding ladies into women of substance. At least, that was the image painted on the outside. Tall white buildings stood with pride, the chapel bell rang every morning, and the lush gardens welcomed students in their neat uniforms. But behind those walls, secrets festered like hidden wounds. Among the lecturers, 3 men held power beyond their chalk and blackboards: Mr. Benson, the mathematics teacher, sharp-eyed and feared for his temper; Mr. Hoyt, the economics teacher, a smooth talker with a smile that could melt suspicion; and Mr. Rowland, the literature teacher, a man whose words dripped like honey but whose intentions were darker than the night. The story begins with Amora, a 19-year-old senior student in her final year. Amora was bright, outspoken, and carried a spirit that attracted both admiration and envy. She was the hope of her widowed mother, who sold food by the roadside just to see her daughter through school. Amora had one close friend, Nkechi, quiet, shy, and easily swayed by influence. Together, they shared dreams of graduating with honors and stepping into the world with dignity. But as the term began, whispers spread like dry leaves in Harmattan. Some senior girls were suddenly seen with new expensive shoes, costly phones, and designer bags. Rumors floated that these luxuries weren't gifts from their families but rewards from secret dealings with certain lecturers. At first, Amora dismissed it as idle gossip until Nkechi began to change. Nkechi, once humble, started wearing flashy items, staying out late after classes, and avoiding Amora's probing eyes. One evening, Amora confronted her. With trembling lips, Nkechi confessed that Mr. Hoyt had promised her high grades and connections outside the school if she agreed to spend time with him and his friends. At first, she resisted, but pressure, promises, and threats of failing her exams weakened her spirit. Amora's heart broke, not just for Nkechi but for the many girls trapped in silence. The lecturers had built a web. They targeted vulnerable students, those struggling with grades or desperate for a better life. They offered gifts, protection, and the illusion of love, only to drag them deeper into shame. For some, refusal meant failing courses deliberately. For others, it meant being bullied or ridiculed in class until they yielded. Amora decided she wouldn't watch in silence. She began secretly gathering evidence, listening to the girls, writing down their testimonies. But she knew it wouldn't be easy. The lecturers were powerful, feared, and protected by their positions. Any wrong step could ruin her future. One day, during a late evening study in the library, Amora was approached by Mr. Rowland. He spoke gently, praising her intelligence, offering to mentor her. But his words carried hidden intentions. He slid his hand across her notebook, hinting at favors that went beyond academics. Amora pulled away sharply, her voice steady but her heart pounding.
"Sir, I am here to study, not to sell my dignity."
His face darkened with anger.
"You regret this,"
he hissed before storming off. From that night, Amora's challenges began. Her assignments were marked unfairly, her name was mocked in class, and rumors spread that she was disrespectful and arrogant. Nkechi begged her to back down, afraid of the consequences. But Amora's resolve only grew stronger. She reached out to Mrs. Okoro, a female counselor in the school known for her honesty. Together, they devised a plan. During the end-of-term dinner, the lecturers often mingled freely with senior students. It was there that Amora, with Nkechi's reluctant help, recorded conversations, hidden whispers, and secret meetings. One night, the truth unfolded like a stage play. Mr. Ade, caught boasting about his special girls, Mr. Benson negotiating grades for favors, and Mr. Rowland's smooth words caught in their full hypocrisy. With undeniable evidence, Amora and Mrs. Okoro presented the case to the school board. At first, there was resistance. Some claimed the girls were lying. Others tried to protect the lecturers' reputations. But the weight of the recordings, the testimonies, and the courage of students who stepped forward could not be buried. The news spread beyond the school walls, reaching parents, local newspapers, and community leaders. Outrage poured like a flood. The lecturers were disgraced, dismissed, and handed over to authorities for investigation. But not before they tried one last trick. Mr. Roland attempted to threaten Amora in the hostel corridor, hissing that she had destroyed their lives. Yet this time, Amora was not alone. Dozens of girls stood behind her, their voices echoing in unity. Fear had been replaced by courage, silence replaced by truth. In the end, Gracefield College underwent a transformation. New policies were put in place, stronger protections for students, and the once hidden shadows were forced into the light. Amora graduated with honors, not just as a student but as a voice of justice. Nkechi, though scarred by her choices, found healing in her friend's strength and promised to never be silenced again. And so, the story of Gracefield College became a warning and a lesson that silence feeds corruption, but courage can break its chains. For in every dark place, all it takes is one voice, bold enough to rise, to set many free.